and it don't party, about 8 party. We used, our first phone was 8 party line. I got it when I got out of the Army, put it, and you pick it up, you hear it, man, somebody talking, and he kept doing that, and these 2 women was talking, and I didn't know you was video. These 2 women was talking, and he just had to make that phone call before the store closed, and he said about the 4th time he picked it up, he heard her say, one of them told the other, said, "Hey Jane, don't hang it up. I got to go milk. I want to talk to you some more." And he said, I went to town the next day, got me on a better line. Private line.
Gotta go milk.
You got to go to trade school with 3 different guys that worked. Came to trade school part-time in the 50s.
Hold on a
It's
second.
a wonderful day. I'm over here visiting.
Forgot her name?
Done forgot her name. You'll be
Ann
old
Randall.
someday.
Put you on the
Okay.
spot.
Ann Randall.
In 1955, I got out of the Army and was going to Shelton Trade School, and I worked with three of the guys that went to school there, worked at Bryce Hospital, and they'd tell stories and unusual things that happened. And this one, true stories, this one in particular that I remember was Big Jim Folsom would come, when he was governor of Alabama, would come to the Bryce Hospital once a year. And they'd get prepared for him at the governor's day and have tables set with flowers where the staff would sit up front. And he'd go through the line with the patients and get his food, his tray, and go sit down with a table of patients every time instead of with the staff. And he sat by this one guy, and the guy wasn't saying anything. He spoke to him. He said, "How are you?" And he said, "Fine." He said, you don't know who I am, do you?" He said, "No." He said, "I'm Big Jim Folsom, governor of Alabama." I wouldn't worry about it. When I came out here, I thought I was President Eisenhower. That's all of that story. Well, Clay wants me to tell this story to this friend of mine that I grew up with. We was too poor to have a car, but his daddy had a car. He was lock master of Lock 14. Bill Lindsay was his daddy. This was W.A. Lindsay, the youngest child in the family, and he had the car, and we'd run. He'd do the driving. We'd go places. Anyway, we was ushering as football players at Brookwood High School. We ushered at the Alabama games till the first quarter was over, and then we could sit down. Anyway, we sat 2 rows behind 2 state troopers, and he'd always pull pranks on people when he could, and this particular day he reached way over and put the officers, turned his flashlight on, and then in a little bit he pecked him on the shoulder and said, "Hey mister, your light's on." And he said, "Thank you," and cut it off. And a little bit later, and I said, Dub, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. And I said, "Quit that." He reached down there to do it again, and he turned it on again. And that guy gave him a sour look. I said, I made him quit. He didn't do it. The more he turned it on the second time. So he was always pulling pranks on people. But he was one of my best friend growing up. Gunning, he was tough. Bear Gunning. He, "Where you been, boy?" I was first string, and he said, "Get in there." And I got in. I went in. Well, about a minute or 2, halftime. Well, he talked rough to me, and second half went back out there. He changed the goals.
Yes, what's that?
But it's a new game to me. I thought it was still this one. When the ball went out, was playing Mountable. It was full and people sitting in the windows. Oh, Eddie Boy McLaughlin, another buddy. After everybody quit laughing, he was still laughing. Only one.
Did you?
just laughing at what I did. Anyway, old Pug Hosmer was the other guard, and the ball went out, and I saw him was sitting up at the other end. I said, "Throw it, Pug, throw it!" I dribbled one time and laid it up there, and boy, it was 2 points for Malmo. That coach got me out of there and chewed me out, buddy. And I was sitting over there. There's one person sitting between me and him. And he says, "You think you can do any better now?" I said, "I don't know whether I can or not, coach. Sit there then." Oh, I didn't make it. And so I sat there about another minute. He said, "Honest, get in there." I was high point man.
He was the kind of coach that
Well, anyway, he's dead too now. I went to his funeral 2 years ago.
he'd go to the players'
he was
house at
something
night and
else,
see if
boy.
they were in bed. When he told them when to go to bed, he'd check them out by going to their house and see.
Yeah, he'd go to
if
the
they
house
was
and do a
in
bed check on us.
Golly.
He sure did.
I always get tickled.
He was mean.
The lady that's been
I
coming to
loved
church
it.
with me that I used to work with from Northport Elementary, Julia Floyd, who's been coming to our church. I told her the one you told